Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're out riding your T-Rex and you've ever thought, did something just happen? Yeah, that was traction control. Today, I'm going to try to explain what KTRC actually feels like when it activates so that it never surprises you again. Traction control doesn't come with flashing lights or sirens. It doesn't announce itself. It kind of whispers. And if you don't recognize the whisper, your first instinct might be to panic.
Sheriff, this is no time to panic. This is the perfect time to panic.
Or to think that something's wrong with your T-Rex. This video is about recognizing it and trusting it. On the T-Rex, you'll notice that there's a segment on the bottom right that indicates when KTRC is activating and how much it's activating. However, while that's happening, you're not looking at your instrument cluster. You're probably dealing with whatever's in front of you. So here's the most important thing to understand. KTRC activating doesn't mean that you messed up or that you did something wrong. It means that the system detected something before it became a problem. And you can take comfort in the fact that that's not a failure, that's partnership. That's how it's supposed to work. When KTRC activates, it usually shows up in one of 5 ways. The first one is the kind of soft hesitation. This is the most common. You roll on the throttle, and the T-Rex feels like it pauses for half a heartbeat. No jerk, no noise, just a slight delay. That's KTRC trimming the power gently. And most riders don't even realize that it's happening. You got to be pretty in tune to feel that. The second one is a smooth power fade. Sometimes it feels like the engine is exhaling. Power doesn't cut, it just kind of melts away. This usually happens on corner exit or uneven pavement. It's calm, it's controlled, it's reassuring. And this is traction control doing its best work. Then there's the subtle pause. This one gets your attention. You feel a faint rhythmic sensation through the throttle or the chassis, not violent, just a light pulsing. And that's the system rapidly modulating power to keep grip. And it's important to know that that's not a warning, it's information. And information is powerful.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Next, there's that early intervention moment, and this is where people get really confused. You think, I wasn't pushing it. Why did KTRC step in? Well, cold tires, cold pavement, dust, painted lines. KTRC sees what you can't, so trust it. And the last one is that, oh, that was helpful moment. This is the one you feel later. You realize that the T-Rex stayed composed, the line stayed clean, and nothing got dramatic. That was traction control quietly saving the vibe. On a T-Rex, KTRC feels different than on a two-wheeled motorcycle. And why is that? Because on the T-Rex, we've got a wide front track, tons of mechanical grip, and a very little lean angle. So instead of a slide, you feel power management. Think less save and more refinement. Here's what not to do. When KTRC activates, do not chop the throttle. Don't tense up and don't overcorrect. Stay smooth, stay neutral, let it work. The worst thing that you can do is fight it. And this should actually help to build your confidence. Once you recognize these sensations, something amazing happens. You stop being surprised. And when you're not surprised, you're calm. And calm riders make better decisions. Traction control isn't there to scare you. It's there to give you margin. Learn its language, and it becomes one of your favorite riding tools. Comment below describing how you feel when your KTRC and power mode settings kick in. I'd be curious to hear it. And remember to be nice and ride safely. I'll see you on the next one.